Hi, it's the vegan crafter here, Heidi. I've been gone for a couple of months because I've been really sick for a lot of that. A good 3 weeks of being sick. I didn't even touch a craft. I couldn't even think because what I had really just, kicked me in my taco. I could not do anything. But I'm feeling better. I'm here now. All is well. So I've got my chamomile tea today because chamomile is the most wonderful tea. And I did not appreciate it until I got sick this last time. And now I drink it all the time because it just makes me feel so much better. Anyway, so let's just get on into it. Let's get on to finished objects. So I had started to do my son's sweater from Tin Can Knits, the flax sweater. And right about the time that I got really sick. And I was in so much pain I could not concentrate. I ripped that thing out 5 times. I could not get past the ribbing because my mind just would not let me. So I set it aside. I haven't got back to it yet. That's my next goal. So I started to do easier things that didn't require much brain power. Luckily I was almost finished with my socks. My cute socks! And I had gotten down to about the toes of my socks when I really started to feel bad. And so I messed up Kitchener. I know, like how do you mess up Kitchener? I messed up Kitchener on one of the toes, and so I said, okay, well this is obviously too much for me. But this is just a plain vanilla pattern. I used size 1 Chalgoose, and you did magic loop because I love magic loop. I don't like using DPNs for socks. I like magic loop. Anyway, and the color is Premier Yarns Wool Free Sock in Vegas Lights. And the reason I'm not showing you the label is because for some reason it will not focus when I show you So anyway, you're gonna have to believe me. We're gonna go on trust here. Anyway, so this is Vegas Lights. And so my mind's was gone. And so I said, okay, well I'm gonna have to do something simpler. So I did a hat, and I used Little Grey Heart's classic knit hat because it is such an easy pattern. It really is, and I love the pattern. I used size 8 Chalgoose, and I did, this is in I Love This Yarn, Moody Mosaic. While I like the pattern of the hat, I do not like the way that this yarn colors up. I don't like the striping. It's just weird to me. So anyway, so this is the first hat I did, and I thought, well, let's do another one longer because my daughter likes slouch hats. Let's do a longer one in that same pattern. I just added some rows to make it a slouchier, and I don't like the way that stripes. It's just too bizarre of striping colors to me. I don't like I like the combination of colors, just not in the way in which they stripe. So I got those done, and I was feeling a little adventurous, and so I did my husband's Bronco hat, and he is so excited, and now I can mail it to him tomorrow because I'm showing it. So he just got a stripedy hat, and this is in the, let's see, what is it? Size 8 Chalgoose, and it's I Love This Yarn in navy and in the sport weight orange. So I love this yarn sport weight orange. And anyway, so it's his Broncos. It's funny because I'm a Tennessee Titans fan, and they won against the Seahawks this weekend, by the way. And my daughter is a Kansas City Chiefs fan, so there is rivalry over who my son's going to root for. My husband says Broncos because he was born in Colorado, and I say Tennessee Titans because his mother's a Tennessee Titan fan. But footballs, you didn't come here for that. Anyway, and so The next thing I did was my aunt had given me, if you saw in a previous episode, my aunt had given me a bunch of old patterns. And so, oh, I love this. So this is Leisure Arts Great Gifts and to Knit and Crochet. And I did these pot holders right here. It took every ounce in me not to go and get 2 colors of orange and 2 colors of yellow to make a lemon and orange one. But I didn't do it because I was like, I don't like yellow and orange that much as far as like individual colors go. So I wasn't going to knit anything else. So I didn't go get it. So I used what I had. So I did the lime. You put the lime in the coconut. Yeah. And it's double thick. So I think I would probably use it as a trivet more than. Is that what you call them? Those things you put under and you put the hot? I think it's a trivet. Anyway, that's what I want to use it for. And thought that was so cute. And so then I made myself a watermelon one. And I know that the lime I made with, I love this yarn, white, lime, and green. And I don't know what this is. This red I had for a long time, I think. I'm not sure what that red is. But then there's also lime and green, and then I just put the seeds in. So I did that. And so I thought, you know what, I can do this. I can do something else cool. I used a G-hook, by the way. I can do something else cool. I can finally, I think my brain will work, and I will make that hug monster I had been talking about. It's this one. Look how cute he is. And that's by Distracted Labs Design. See how cute he is? I really want you to see how cute he is. And the reason being is because mine looks nothing like this. Now, I've been crocheting for years. I know how to crochet. But my brain doesn't think it knows how. So, once again, here's it. And she used felt for the eyes. I didn't because my kid would eat them all. So, I'm embarrassed to show you this. But I made them all. My daughter's already claimed that she wants one because I made this one for my son. And I'm like, I don't know why. I don't know why you would want one of these because mine's just ugly. It's just ugly. I'm not going to lie. It's just ugly. Anyway, so the only thing I like about this, I put safety eyes instead of felt because like I said, my son would eat. The only thing I like about this is the tail. Point, point. That's the only thing I like about this thing. It is, I feel so bad for Distracted Lab Design showing this and saying it's her pattern. But it's her pattern. But I'm sorry. Anyway, so this is going to go to my son. I don't know if he'll know what to do with it though, because I think he's going to be like, what? But anyway. So that's it for my finished objects. And since I'm so hot right now, I'm sweating, so please excuse me if I like look all glistening. It's not because I'm a fairy, it's because I'm hot. Anyway, I started knitting all the things because I started to feel better. And so, let's see, I have my list here because I can't even remember everything. So, the first thing I'm doing is a Halloween sweater for my sister's bunny, her little bunny. And so this is just the back panel. I'm going to start the arms today. And if you remember, that pattern is in this book, which is Knit Step by Step by Vikki, Haffenden, and Frederica Patmore. And I used, my yarn was the Baby Bee, Sweet Delight, and Tangerine. Not orange, tangerine. So there's that. That should be done by next week and I can send it off to her. The next thing I did was because I have no self-control. when it comes to some things. And one of those things are when your Walmart finally gets Lion Brand mandala yarn. Okay. So I bought, let's see, what was that colorway? It was in the Genie colorway. And you can see that it started out with the dark gray. And I'm using that to make a Hitchhiker star. So, anyway, so let's see. You can't even see the ridges because I'm holding it wonky. Anyway, so there's my ridges. And that goes. And, like I said, I'll have that really pretty green in there. That is the Hitchhiker shawl. Let's see. Let me close this up, I think. And it's by Martina Behm. And I think you can find her. It's just the Hitchhiker by Martina Behm. It's that one right there. And you can find that on Ravelry. That's, oh, and the Hug Monster is free on Ravelry too. But this one I think I paid for. It's a paid for pattern, yeah. So anyway, she's on Ravelry. I find it a bit boring. I'm finding it a bit boring, and when I was sick I didn't, because I just couldn't even think. Now I'm finding it a bit boring, so I think if I do it again, which I think I am, I'm going to do like Give Me Yarn 418 Erin. She's putting eyelets in between her little steps. She puts eyelets right here, and then there's a step, and then she does a row of eyelets, and then there's stuff. I thought that was a really cute idea, so I think I might be doing that the next time I do it, just to break it up so it's not too, boring. Anyway, so the next thing I'm so excited to show you after I show you what I'm holding in my hand. But I had started these socks when I was feeling poorly, and I made them too big for my son. So I pulled them back out, and then last night he woke up in the middle of the night and would not go back to sleep till this morning. So I started knitting him socks. And so just a little vanilla pattern. These are size 1, child goose. I think I'm going to start calling him Goose, my Goose. And I love this color. I love this color. This is Premier Yarns Wool Free Brights, and it is neon green. And someone had wrote a review that they didn't like the fact that there wasn't that much color in the striping of them. But I have found with all of them that I have, and I have 1, 2, 3, I think I have 4 colors of it. I really like it. It's a nice little pop, and I don't think you need more than that myself. Ross might think you need more green, but Ross from Small Great Guy, he loves neon green. He might think there needs to be more green. I like this amount. Anyway, so they are living in, I've turned the heel on both of them. They are living in my first purchase. I am so pleased with this purchase. If you follow Give Me Yarn 418 on YouTube, and her Etsy shop is Southpaw Creation, and she does the best bags. And I got one. I cannot believe it. I got a project bag. I saw that pattern and I was like, that is me. This is me. This is me. And so my socks will forever live in this bag. It is so well made. It is so cute. And on the inside, she's got cute little white polka dot fabric. It's not white polka dot. It's black polka dot, Anyway, very trade dorbs. You ought to check her out again. Her Etsy shop is Southpaw Creation, and she's Give Me Yarn 418 on YouTube, and Instagram, I believe she's Give Me Yarn 4182. I think not 4182, but 418 also. Anyway, very cute. That was my first purchase. Like I said, it was on sale, and I had to. My next purchase. What did I buy next? I bought next. Oh, yarn. Yarn. Again, my Wally Mart had the Lion Brand mandala, so I had to get some. So I got 2 of this colorways. Bonk. Isn't that cool? They are called Warlock. Yeah, there we go. I believes it. Anyway, I really like these colors together. Really great fall colors. I have an idea for a gift for someone who watches, so she knows who she is. She knows who she is. And it stripes up so pretty. I know a lot of people have problems with the fact that the center does not coincide like with the outside, and or it'll be different, or it will be, you go to 2 different ones and they're not quite the same. I don't have a problem with that. I figure if you're going to do chunks of color, it just doesn't matter. But I don't know. Anyway, I like that one. So that one will be made into a gift. And then my next purchase was for my birthing day. One of them was for my birthing day. I feel like, you know what, I went through 15 hours of labor and no sedatives, so you know what, I'm getting myself something for giving birth. So 15 years ago, so I got myself these 2 cute little things. This one's Harley Davidson, of course, and this one's Snoopy. And they were gift card holders, and I took the insides out, and inside I made myself my own little stitch kit. So I have scissors, a stitch tracker, needle, progress keeper, stitch markers, did I say scissors? Yeah, scissors. A tape measure, and a little tiny nail file, because there's nothing worse than having a snagged nail and it gets snagged on your yarn. So I have 2 of those now, my little boxes to go in with my projects when I'm projecting. And then I got, oh, I love these so much. Okay, so for my sister's sweater, you know, I do a hair bow and then I do a button. And this is the, I don't know if you can see that. This is the ribbon that will go, and this is the main button. It's purple. But what I'm going to do is, I don't even know if you can see this, and I feel so bad. I got these cute little buttons. Oh, I hope you can see that. I hope you can see that. I'm going to hold it still. I hope you can see that. Anyway, so there's these 2 little witch shoots, and what I'm going to do is, for the hair and the button on the chest, I'm going to put the witch button right in the center of this, and then, you know, attach accordingly. And then my final purchase over the last 2 months, which I'm very proud of myself for, was I needed some needles, because I don't have an interchangeable set mom Christmas birthday. So I went into my yarn shop, and got my goose. These are the 3 sizes that I keep running into that I need, that I don't have. And it's size 7, size 6, and size 4. So I got myself some goose. And of course, okay, I'm not, I don't think I look that scary. But apparently, I am very intimidating. Because I walked in, and it was closing time, and there was just one lady in there. And she was in there, and I walk in, and her eyes went. And I felt so bad. I was like, it's just, you know, it's just me. It's just me. But, you know, she's scared of me. So anyway, you could see her literally sigh with relief when I went and picked them out and went up to the counter in less than 30 seconds. She was so glad to be done with me. But anyway, so I got those. And that's it for purchases. So now on to live stuff. So I know, like, a lot of people don't like live stuff, but you know what? You know, I like to share. So I have been very sick I had been very sick for a long time. I was in a lot of pain. I even went to the ER because I was hurting so bad. And I thought I was dying. And so all I can tell you is that I hate nitroglycerin, but I love fentanyl. Anyway, so I have not been able to focus, so I haven't done a lot of crafts, but I've done a lot of reading and watching YouTube videos. The first thing I read was Penn Jillette's Presto, and if you don't like cussing, then you cannot watch that. You cannot watch that. Not watch that. Listen to that. Not listen to that. Read that. There you go. You cannot read that because you will just, For me, it's like my native tongue. It was like a homecoming. But I really like Penn Jillette. So if you really like Penn Jillette and you like listening to him speak, then you would really like this book because it's written like he talks. If you take the smartest guy you know and you combine that with that pervy guy from high school who'd sit on the bottom bench in the gym and he'd look up the skirts at girls, you take that guy and you run into him in the street and you go to a Denny's for a ketchup and he's telling you about his life. That's the book. That is really the book. It's just catching up with him, what he's been doing, and he's just talking with you like you're right there. I really like that kind of book. It's like you're having a conversation. So it was an enjoyable read for me. I enjoyed it. I liked to hear what he had to say about his new lifestyle and stuff like that. So I like conversation books or, books where you're transported into the past to Scotland and there's a frustrated Highlander who's a werewolf and only the love of a bonny lass can soothe him. That's the other kind of book I like. But anyway, so I've also been watching a lot of YouTube videos on decluttering and minimalism, and when I told my husband that I wanted to declutter, there was like silence on the phone, and I knew it was not because he was watching UFC or football, because when he's watching UFC or football, it's like he goes, yeah, uh-huh, yeah, yeah, uh-huh. But it wasn't like that. It was just dead silence. So I knew it was the silence of fear. And I said, I am not purging your stuff. And he said, oh, I didn't want to say anything. And I'm like, oh, yes, he did want to say something. But he was wise not to. But, so I've been kind of like cleaning up my home as far as like getting rid of things that are non-essential. I've even moved up in the scale of veganism because I have started making my own laundry soap and cleaners, and so right about now I will start getting mocking texts from my family for doing that. I'm sure my dad will tell me I'm in a cult, but anyway, so that's what I've been doing. I've been trying to simplify my life and just try to feel better overall, and so that's what I have been up to, yeah. But anyway, so I hope you guys are all doing well and you're enjoying your fall. It is like crazy here in Kansas because last week we had heat index of over 100 and wanting to die, and then 2 days later it was down to the 60s, and yeah, don't know if it's coming or going. But anyway, we've had the monarch butterflies later this year, which was really beautiful. So you're driving along and just swarms of monarch butterflies. And now we're getting the black moths. So, there you go. Anyway, so we're going to leave on quote. And actually, we're going to have 2 quotes today. We're going to have 2 quotes today. And I need another drink. I'm sorry. I thought I could go the whole time. I failed. Anyway, so I'm going to make sure we're still recording. Yes, we are. Anyway, okay, so 2 quotes. I could not decide which one. So the first one is, Let food be thy medicine, and medicine be thy food, by Hippocrates. There's some truth in that, babes. There's some truth. Anyway, the second one is by Laura Ingalls Wilder. I love this one. It's the sweet, simple things of life, which are the real ones after all. Love that. Anyway, those are my quotes for the day. I hope you guys are doing well, and I hope to be on sooner, quicker than I have been. More regularly. That's a good one. More regularly than I have been over the last 2 months, because I am feeling better, as you can tell, except I'm sweating like a pig right now. I'm dying. My goals are to start that flax sweater by the next time I videotape, and have another pair of socks done. And I really, really want to do something fun, and I don't know what it is. So, if you can think of something fun for me to crochet or knit that you would like to see, hear me do, leave it in the comments, YouTube fingers, below, and I will get to it. I will do it. Anyway, I think I said it before, but I hope you're doing well. And I will talk to you guys later. Ciao.